Alright, we're going to be back here in the Madden 19 Realistic Real Build series. We are going to be taking on the Saints here, which might be a surprising team. They are pretty stacked, but Drew Brees tends to retire quite early. So they did pick up Teddy Bridgewater. I kind of want to start him, to be honest, over Drew Brees. I know Drew Brees would give us the better chance to win the first year, but I'm looking long-term here. So this is really going to show me if Bridgewater is going to be able to be our quarterback. Offensively, we are surrounded by talent with Michael Thomas emerging as really an elite receiver. Alvin Kamara can obviously do it all from the running back position. Meredith, I can't believe they got him from Chicago. He's a playmaker. Offensive line is good with Armstead, and then Ramczyk, one of the best right tackles in the game. Tight end could use an upgrade. Defensively, Cameron Jordan, obviously one of the best pass rushers in the game. Defensive tackles are decent. I am going to start the rookie Marcus Davenport, who they traded up for at the right end position. I'm going to put Oak for up on the trade block and see if we get any offers for him. Yeah, other than that, we're going to have a Marshawn Lattimore, who is borderline elite. I would say he's pretty much elite. A decent team overall, not a lot of weaknesses. I would say their biggest weakness is probably their linebacking core as a whole. But yeah, I like this team right now. I know it's kind of a disrespect to Drew Brees to start Bridgewater, but you guys know he does end up retiring usually after the first year. So why not try to get Bridgewater a little XP here? Let's go ahead and set our season goal. I think we'll maybe get about 9 wins this year, maybe a little more. You know the NFC South is a fight every time. So let's go ahead and get into mid-season, and I'll see you back here if there is any trades too. Alright, so we do have some trade offers here for Alex Okafor. 3 teams are interested. I am going to take the Panthers deal here. I know it's a division rivalry, but they sent over Kurt Coleman. Well, Kurt Coleman joined them, so yeah, I'm going to accept this. We'll get a 2nd round pick this year and a 5th round pick, and that's going to be huge for us to get that. So let's go ahead and accept that. And we are going to get to mid-season now. So we're going to be back here at the mid-season point. We're 6-2, which is, 5-2, I believe. Are we? Yeah, I couldn't really see it there. 5-2. Wow, we just got blown out by the Vikings. Players we're going to have to re-sign, though. Let's go ahead and take a look. Mark Ingram wants a hefty contract. Watson, I'm probably going to let go. Tyler Davison is a defensive tackle that I really would love to keep around. So I hope I can maybe try to keep him. Ken Crawley, we'll see. Teddy Bridgewater might be our future QB, so I'm going to have to see what kind of stats he puts up. I would like to maybe keep Ken Crawley. At worst, he could play the slot quite well. Yeah, other than that, not a lot of people here I'm looking to bring back. Hopefully Drew Brees does retire the first year so we can relieve that cap penalty he is causing us. But yeah, that's going to be it here for the mid-season. So we do make the playoffs. We're going to be going up against San Francisco. Let's go ahead and upgrade our players. I do have it set to the end of the season, so let's make it a little realistic. I would love to get Teddy Bridgewater scheme fit. That would be huge. But as long as he's increasing those accuracies, we should be good. Alvin Kamara with a whopping 4 upgrade points. Kamara, I'm calling it. He is going to end this series as the GOAT of running backs. He is a straight monster. Upgrading his power back ability, that's going to be huge for us. We got to check out his abilities now and see what the hell he's looking like. Gosh, dude, he can do everything. He really can. His speed is, I mean, it's not the best, but you look at his ability to break tackles, do any kind of move, elusiveness, it's insane. That's a great... He can run medium routes pretty well. So I like that. Michael Thomas gets the upgrade. Hopefully I can get him a red zone threat scheme fit. That would be pretty big as well. We already know his skill set is pretty good. I want to get Christian Meredith up there. And he's a scheme fit now. With that 80 overall, I'm hoping him and... who did I just upgrade there? Michael Thomas can be a great duo at the receiver position. Both tackles get an upgrade, and you love to see your offensive linemen get upgrades because it only helps you out there. Both. And then this guy, I'm going to try to upgrade his pass blocking. Oh, no, I meant to press pass block. Well, that sucks. Well, at least I get a pass block out of that. That's hard, though. Defensively, what do we got here? Cameron Jordan with no upgrade points. Rankins is going to have an upgrade point here. Go ahead and upgrade his run-stopping ability. If we can get our interior defensive linemen good run stoppers, we're going to be a tough team to stop on defense. Especially with the elite pass rusher and Cameron Jordan, it's looking nasty. I was able to extend Tyler Davison as well, so he's looking great. Let's go ahead and try to upgrade his speed rushing ability maybe a little bit. Get him some more finesse moves so he might start getting a little more sacks here and there. 4 power move. Davenport with an upgrade. Let's upgrade his speed rushing ability. Our team's starting to get stacked, bro. Marshawn Lattimore with 8 upgrade points. Good gosh. What did he do this year? I'm just going to go through these pretty fast because it seems to take a long time to see all those. But I'll go into skills afterwards and we'll see what he's actually ranked here. Actually, it doesn't take that long. Want to keep him a scheme fit. Dude, he's a monster. 93 overall. He just keeps on upgrading, bro. Definitely one of the top corners in the league at this point. That 94 overall, and he's really young. 95. He must have had some year, bro. Get that man-to-man upgraded a little bit. Let's check out his stats. And he's going to be all around a great player. He can tackle. Ooh, he's looking good. Ken Crawley now. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. I'm actually going to upgrade his man-to-man because my plan for him is to make him a slot cornerback, which I think would really suit him. If we can get another cornerback, we're talking about a no-fly zone up in here. Williams, you know, he's always going to have a bad name kind of after that misplay in that Minneapolis Miracle, but he's a good player. I mean, he really is a good player. He's just going to have to prove it IRL. Then Von Bell here. Give him a little upgrade in the run support area. Strong safety could be a point of weakness. How old is Bell? Well, that's 23. Pretty young. So, oh, wow. The Falcons went 13-3. I told you, it's always a dogfight in the NFC South. Check out our stats here. Teddy Bridgewater threw for pretty much 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 11 picks, 64% completion rate. Rushing the ball, Kamara had 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. Mark Ingram coming in there, and he's not a slouch either. But you know, Kamara's going to get most of the carries. Receiving the ball, Michael Thomas obviously led the team in receptions with 860 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. Watson up there. Cam Meredith, I'd really love to see him evolve into an elite receiver with 62 receptions, almost 800 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Kamara did some work in the receiving game, and we know he can. Putting up about 600 yards. He's a monster. Blocking, I would think we did pretty deep. Actually, no, we did not do that good. On the tackle position, that's questionable, bro. NFC, though, is filled with loaded pass rushers. Tackling, Manti Te'o led the team in tackles. I don't know if I want to bring him back. He's just not the kind of linebacker I would like for a 4-3 defense. Lattimore leads the team third with tackles. You like to see that. What about sacks here? 10.5 by Sheldon Rankins, 6 by Cam Jordan. Trey Henderson, 5. Davenport only 2.5. So would love to see a little bit more from him. 5 picks by Lattimore. 2 by T.O. Von Bell with 2. P.J. Williams with 2. So that's going to be it here for the first season stats check. Let's go ahead and get into the first playoff game against the 49ers. So we're going to be in our first playoff game, year 1. We finish in the wild card here. We're going to be playing at the 49ers. I would hope that we could capitalize with a win here. And we got the ball back. I mean, the 49ers, I just don't feel like they're a playoff team. I'm pretty sure they updated it too, where Teddy Bridgewater, where Jimmy G was hurt. Oh, it's a close game, bro. I don't see it. The simulation mode is definitely not what I would hope for it to be. We're driving down the field, though. If we score here, it's pretty big for us. And yeah, it's kind of desperation mode now for the 49ers. Fourth quarter winding down. We're most likely going to walk out of here with a W. And it looks like we will. 2-minute warning. They score, I guess. We do have to move the ball. Oh, did I talk too early? Big third down stop. They score it. Oh my, I talked too early. If they score here, I'm going to be... I have no words. I don't, you know? I guess Jimmy G was in it, but that's... God, dude. If you're telling me that's what the sim is, I get screwed every time. Good God. Let me see if we rushed it. If we didn't rush it, it's a glitch. Nope, we did not rush it. Why can't we rush the ball? That is a glitch. I don't know what to do about it, bro. Look at it. We just can't, we won't rush the ball. It's been a problem for me through the sim. I don't know what the deal is. It's a real problem. I don't know. Man, that's tough. Yeah. So I guess that's gonna do it for the first season here. Let's go ahead and get into free agency. So taking a look here at free agency, I am going to offer Trevor Williams here a contract, so I really would not have to worry about my defensive backs at all, really, this whole rebuild if I'm able to land him. I was going to go for Anthony Barr, but that's a monster contract I just do not want to pay. So here's my negotiations. I just want to give Lynch maybe a 2-year deal to be the second running back with Kamara. That'd be a nasty power football just running back duo there. And then Corey Coleman is a sleeper. I don't know why these teams keep on cutting him, but his ratings in Madden are nice. As you can see here, go ahead and look at his ratings. He's got good all-around ratings and can develop into a great player, especially when he's going to be our slot guy. So I really like our receivers right now. Adding Corey Coleman would even make us more lethal. I did have to franchise tag Teddy Bridgewater because I didn't want to give him a huge contract yet. I'm going to see if there's a big quarterback in this draft. Maybe I can land, and we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and see if these guys are going to accept my contract. I would hope that they would. It's going to be a pretty big offseason right here for the future of this rebuild, already in year 1. They all accept. So we get Trevor Williams, Marshawn Lynch, and Corey Coleman. So our team's looking quite good. We do have some holes we're going to have to still fill here. But let's go ahead and get into the draft. All right, let's go ahead and get into the draft here. Remember, we do not have a first-round pick because we did end up trading that last year. Well, the Saints did in real life to trade up, I do believe. So we're going to go straight to the second round. We're going to have the 4th pick. Let me go ahead and check my draft board here. Wait, what was that available there? Run stopper, right outside linebacker. That's a nice one. But my draft board, I really want this tight end. When is he going to get taken? Mid-3rd. We do have a second late. I might have to risk it for the biscuit because I do need a linebacker here, and I need one quite badly, if we're being honest. That's a nice steal we would get there. Not the fastest, but he is going to be able to... well, 74 speed is actually atrocious, all right? But he's going to be able to break... that's going to be a sure tackler. I don't know about that pick, though. Normal development, not the best pick I've had. I'm just going to hope my tight end's still going to be there. If he's not, I've made a huge mistake. And he is going to be there. Let's go ahead and draft him. He's going to be a nice tight end for us. 35 in true talent. Normal development, but that catch in traffic is going to be my big skill there I'm going to need. Because I want him to be able to catch some tough catches for us. So let's go ahead and skip forward a little more here. Is there anybody else on my draft board at this moment? There's a left outside linebacker that does look a little juicy. Offensive lineman I don't have to worry about until late. Let's go ahead and see here. I was going to look for a pass rusher, but I don't know how I feel about that. Middle linebackers, are any good ones available is the question. That guy's got a monster combine score. He really does. So my question is, do I want more of a left outside linebacker, or do I want a middle linebacker? And I'm going to have to roll with the middle. We want a good run stopper. This guy's got a pretty good combine. Not the best speed, but I think he's going to have to do for us. Going to be 44 overall true talent. 80 speed isn't bad. I like those skills right there. 78 strength, decent zone coverage. That's a pretty good pick for us. Now let's go ahead and skip forward again. Yeah, so far our draft is going decent. I mean, it's not the best, obviously, but it's good. It's decent. Left outside linebacker. I think I might have to just roll with what I have there at this moment. Because I do want to take this left guard. I know it's a reach right now, but early 6, I'm going to have to take him now because he looks to be a monster. And he is 29th in true talent. He's going to be a scheme fit already. And that's going to fit right into the O-line and give Kamara even more running lanes. That's a good pick for us right there. All right, with the 5th pick here, I didn't see any quarterbacks at all that I really would have liked, so that's a little tough. What about... Do I have anybody in my draft board left? I don't, so... This round, that receiver is actually looking quite nice. I do want a backup plan if Corey Coleman does not work out. That's a nice little receiver right there with that. We have a decent amount of receivers, to be honest. I do need a right end. Is there any more available? Not there. Let's go ahead and take a kicker. Take an accurate kicker. He's going to be ranked pretty high in the true talent, and that's going to be the 5th pick, so I'll see you guys after the draft, unless I see an absolute gem that I drafted here. Alright, we're going to be back here at the start of the 2nd season. So Teddy Bridgewater is still going to be our starting quarterback here. I'm going to give him another year. I franchise tagged him, so if we end up getting rid of him, it's not going to be a huge deal. Alvin Kamara is really developing into a very elite running back. Marshawn Lynch should be a nice duo there. We're going to have Michael Thomas, who's an elite receiver. Christian Meredith, I hope for him to be able to upgrade and really be a great duo with Thomas. And then Corey Coleman is going to be my slot guy. I think he's going to have a big year. Offensive line, we got a guard in the draft that's actually a pretty good one. I feel like he's going to be a very good running guard for Alvin Kamara. And then we have Ramczyk, Armstead. Our tackles are good. Our center is regressing a little bit, but Walford as the guard is also pretty decent. So good offensive line. Our rookie tight end here, Robertson, is going to be able to catch some tough balls in traffic. Defensively, we're looking quite stout. Linebacking core is still a little bit of a weakness. Davis is going to be our right outside linebacker. And then the rookie Bessler is going to be left. And then Todd is going to be the middle. Safety core, we're going to have Von Bell and Marcus Williams. And then the cornerbacks, we're going to have Marshawn Lattimore, Trevor Williams, and then Ken Crawley as my slot guy. So I shouldn't have to worry about the cornerback position this whole rebuild. The rest of it, to be honest, Marcus Davenport, I'm going to give him another year and see if he develops at all. Because I'd love to be able to use him, just use him, you know. They traded their 1st round pick, I do believe, to get him. Davison's a good defensive tackle. Sheldon Rankins is a very nice finesse move defensive tackle. And then Cameron Jordan, obviously, is going to be our elite pass rusher. So that's what the team is looking like. I'm going to set the goal to about... I'm going to go 9 wins again because I feel like we can get there easily. But that's going to be it here. I'll see you guys at mid-season. Not looking too hot with a 2-5 record. We're going to be 3rd in the division. It's going to be a rough one. 2-5 is not good at all. Players we're going to have to re-sign, though, are Michael Thomas for sure needs to come back. Sheldon Rankins, Christian Meredith. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if he's getting the job done. I don't know if I'm going to bring back David Onyemata. It's probably going to be between Sheldon. Sheldon Rankins is a lot younger. Well, a lot. He's a year younger than David Onyemata. I'm going to have to take a look at those stats, though, and compare which one I would like more. So this is going to be a pretty big year. We're going to have to re-sign quite a lot of people here. And this should take up a decent amount of our cap, to be honest, because there's quite a few people I would like to bring back here. So back here at the end of year 2, unfortunately did not make the playoffs. What did we finish with? A 6-10 is not good at all, especially for the team we have here. Not a lot of upgrades either, so that's definitely not good. Let's go ahead and upgrade his power a little bit more for Kamara. Make him a monster. Receiver's got an upgrade point, which should be decent. Hopefully I can make Thomas a red zone threat. That's what I'm going for here. He should have a really great skill set at this point. Yeah, he'll catch any ball that comes his way. He's not going to be a speed threat, but he'll catch some balls. Red zone threat, Cameron Meredith here. Got to get some more upgrades. What's his skill set looking like? Decent. I mean, he's going to be able to make some tough catches as well. Ramczyk gets an upgrade, and he's going to be one of our most valuable offensive linemen, to be honest. He's going to be able to pass protect and run block quite well, and he's pretty strong too. Defensively, we have a few more upgrade points on the defensive side than the offensive. Like to get Cameron Jordan up there back in the overall range. Hopefully he did some damage this year, because, you know, I'm hoping he is able to upgrade quite well and get some sacks for us. Yeah, so we upgraded his finesse there. I'll upgrade this guy's run stopping ability. He's already a scheme fits. Davenport I'd like him to start there. So what is Davenport's overall ratings here? I mean, he's not great at finesse, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna rely on +3. That's big. I don't know if we're gonna rely on his finesse though. What's his finesse up to now? 79. That play rec is a game breaker though. It really is. Marshawn Lattimore coming with another 3 upgrade points, and he's a monster. He is going to be by far one of our best defensive players between him and Cam Jordan, but I'm going to give the edge to Lattimore at this point because he is a freak. Look at those, a 98 overall, bro. Trevor Williams gets an upgrade points. Let's go ahead and upgrade his zone coverage a little bit. We'll see if Ken Crawley has an upgrade point. He does. Let's go ahead and upgrade his man-to-man, since he's going to be mainly my slot guy. Okay, so Von Bell has an upgrade. Von Bell has been upgrading decently. I mean, he's a pretty good overall, to be honest. I like his skill set here. He keeps on getting better. Our rookie Bessler has an upgrade point, and he's just going to upgrade in that run stopper. That's what his main role is going to be in this 4-3 defense. Our middle linebacker only has 1 upgrade. Would like to be able to try to get him up as high as possible. What is he looking like for ratings? I mean, he's decent. His play recognition and awareness is a little low, but I like his other skill sets. It's pretty good. And then Marcus Williams here is slowly becoming an elite safety. I would say he's very close. With that 88 overall, he's almost elite. Let's take a look at his stats here. He can hit a little bit. I mean, he's fast. He's a rangy safety. I like his skill set. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats though. So it was a dogfight in the NFC. For sure. It always is. In the NFC South, I mean. Bridgewater, I think we're going to have to look for a replacement. Yeah, he definitely did not earn a starting job after that role. 26 touchdowns to 19 interceptions. We are way too talented for that. Rushing the ball, Kamara still did his thing with oh my god, almost 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns. He is a monster, bro. I mean, he really is. Michael Thomas up there, 90 receptions, 940 yards, 11 touchdowns. Our tight end with 70 receptions, 745. Couldn't find the end zone as much, but I like to see that from him. That's what I brought him in here for. Corey Coleman, 68 receptions, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Meredith a little low on the numbers, but I mean, what else can you ask for with all the talent we have on this team? 52 receptions, about 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Kamara didn't have a receiving touchdown, but he had a lot of receiving yards. So I like that from him. What about offensive line? What are we looking like there? Not as many sacks allowed. That's what I like to see. I don't know. Actually, let's go back to the defense. I don't know what really held us back here. Obviously, our quarterback did a little bit, but it looks like we played pretty decent. Our middle linebacker rookie led the team in tackles, and then our second rookie was second in tackles. Von Bell with 97, King Crawley 95. Tackles for loss, Cam Jordan with 17, Tyler Davison with 13, Sheldon Rankins with 11. What about sacks here? Not a lot of sacks, but a lot of tackles for loss. Cameron Jordan with 6, Sheldon Rankins with 6, Tyler Davison with 4. Man, where is Marcus Davenport is just not impressing me. I might have to look for a replacement. I mean, he just really is not impressing at all. Interceptions, we didn't get many. Ken Crawley with 2, Lattimore with 1, Marcus Williams with 1, and Patrick Robinson with 1. So, not a great year for us offensively or really defensively. It was a tough year. We have a lot of talent on this team, so I was not expecting that. But we'll see what we can get done in free agency and the draft, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, we are going to be back here in free agency. I do have a few offers here. I'm going to offer Myles Jack an offer. Would love to bring him. I know we got Todd in the draft, but Myles Jack would be a huge upgrade. And then if we get Shaq Thompson, I would actually move Bessler over to right outside linebacker. So we would have a very formidable linebacking core. As you can see, there's not a lot of talent that we are in need of in free agency. So let's go ahead and see if we're going to be able to land these top free agents. I really hope we do. This would be a massive upgrade to our linebacking core if we're going to be able to land them. And Myles Jack rejects it, but Shaq Thompson is going to accept it, and that's going to give us some more versatility there at the linebacking position. Alright, we're going to be in the draft here at the end of year 2. Let's go ahead and see what we can get here. We are going to have a pretty high pick. We picked 7th. I'm going to try to go for a quarterback. This says it's a little bit of a reach. It says early 2nd round, but this is going to be my guy. He's going to be a scheme fit. He has good accuracy ratings. So we're going to take him, and it says he's number 32 in true talent, but he's going to have quick development. He's going to be 21, and he's going to have good accuracy. So I'm not too sure why he's not highly rated here. I mean, he has pretty good stats. I'm happy with the pick there. We needed a quarterback, and I think he's going to fit our scheme well. Maybe be a little bit of a gunslinger type player. Then we're going to try to maybe, I hope a speed rusher is available. I would love to be able to try to get a rusher here. And the right end is still going to be available. And that's big. I was going to thought I would have to go for this guy, but this guy's still going to be on the clock. And he's going to be a nasty pass rusher that I really would like to get. 18th in true talent. He's going to have decent strength, good finesse move. He's definitely going to win the starting position at the right end spot. And him and Cameron Jordan together should be nasty. That's going to be a great duo. Finally going to be able to get some pass rush. Our interior defensive line has actually been pretty good throughout the rebuild. I'm not sure what I want to go for here. Maybe a safety just in case Von Bell does not work out for us. So I think maybe a run support safety. 55 in true talent, not bad. Does need a lot of upgrades though on that awareness and play rec. I mean, receivers were decent. I don't think I would need to pick up maybe a wide receiver. Unless there is maybe gonna be a good one available. This guy with the B+ release is gonna be nice. I would like to get a nice short route running guy that can catch it in traffic quite easily for me. And this guy's bench press is not gonna be the best. It's really between him and this red zone threat, who doesn't have great reps either. So I think I'm going to go with this possession guy in case Corey Coleman does not work out for me. And he's going to have star development. He's going to have 90 speed, great stats to work with here. I really like that pick there. So let's get to our 5th pick here, and this one's probably just going to be a little bit of depth. Unless I can find myself a... We already took a safety. Anybody else available? We do need a left guard. Let's go ahead and just take one. So that's going to be it here for the draft. We'll see you at the start of the 3rd season. So we're going to be at the start of Season 3, and we have a decent team here. Polk is going to be our quarterback. He's going to be a scheme fit, so I would hope he would upgrade well. He has good accuracies. Alvin Kamara is a beast, and so is Michael Thomas. Cameron Meredith here is upgrading pretty well. Kurt Coleman is actually going to go to my 4th receiver because our rookie Crawford here is going to be a nice slot guy for us. He's going to be tall, powerful, and he can make tough catches. Offensive line is almost all scheme fit, so that's good to see, and they are really good. I like our tight end. He's going to be able to make some tough catches. Defensively, I like the pass rush we have with Sheldon Rankins and then the run stopper in Davison. And then you obviously have the all-pro elite Cameron Jordan. And I'm hoping this draft pick, Rich, is going to be a nice speed rusher for us. He's going to have that scheme fit. And then cornerback, we have the elite Marshawn Lattimore along Trevor Williams and Ken Crawley as the slot. And then safeties are good with Von Bell. Marcus Williams is really upgrading into a kind of an elite safety. I mean, 89 overall. He's going to be a speedy safety. Linebacking core is definitely upgraded with the 2nd-year Bessler coming in after a great rookie year. Todd led the team in tackles as a rookie. And then you're going to have Shaq Thompson coming over, and we all know he is going to be a versatile linebacker. So I really like our team right now, and I'm thinking we might be able to make the playoffs this year. So that is actually what I'm going to set my goal to, is make the playoffs in the 3rd year. I think we can do it. Oh my, it seems that we are a 1-7 team. Yeah. Yep, last in the division, it seems. Holy shit, bro. How are we 1-7? That is tough. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see the players we're going to have to re-sign. Marshawn Lattimore, Alvin Kamara, Cameron Jordan, Marcus Williams, Ryan Ramczyk, Larry Walford. A lot of these guys I'm going to have to bring back. Those are going to be the main ones, and that's going to take up a lot of cap. We all know a lot of these people are going to want a lot of money, so I'm going to try to get those deals done. But I guess we are a 1-7 ball club so far. Well, we're going to be back here, and we did not make the playoffs. We finished 4-12. Don't see how that is. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades, though. Crawford here, our rookie, has 3 upgrade points. I'd be curious to see what his overall is gonna, his stats of the year is going to be. Let's go ahead and upgrade his red zone threat ability a little bit. So year 3, not successful, really not successful. Finishing 4-12 is definitely not a step in the right direction. Our quarterback is going to have 1 upgrade point, and he loses that scheme fit. Somehow, that's tough. I mean, he has good accuracy, so I would doubt he would have a very bad year. Let's go ahead and upgrade his elusiveness, Alvin Kamara. Definitely don't want him out here not being elusive on these people he's going against. Was it a tough fight? Atlanta kind of ran away with the division a little bit. Not a lot of upgrades as a whole. Marshawn Lattimore has 1. Let's go ahead and upgrade his man. Make him an all-around great corner. He already is. Sheldon Rankins is going to come in with a upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade his speed rushing ability. I like when the defensive tackles can get to the quarterback. And then Rich, our draft pick, is going to have an upgrade. So he should be able to get a little bit more finesse move up in here. What's his ratings looking like? He has decent ratings. He really does. Todd is going to have a upgrade here. Go ahead and upgrade his field general. Yeah, our team, I like it as a whole. Shaq Thompson's going to have an upgrade. I really like him. He's going to be a great run stopper for us. Great one. Bessler is actually the starter here, and he's going to have an upgrade point as well. Is that going to be the best pass coverage linebacker? Definitely going to need to work on that through some upgrades. And then Williams here is going to get an upgrade. When that confidence goes away, oh, I did the wrong one. Lost scheme fit because I pressed the wrong one, but he is going to be pretty much an elite player here. Go ahead and check out our stats. I mean, we'll see. 3,800 yards. That's tough. That's a tough rookie year. That, to be honest, that really is tough. He's going to have 3,800 yards, 23 touchdowns, 14 picks. Not what you want to see there. Rushing the ball, Kamara had 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Crawford actually led the team with receptions with 940, 6 touchdowns. Michael Thomas with 67, 754 touchdowns. Our tight end had a decent year. Meredith a little low. And then Alvin Kamara did work as a receiver. Blocking, did we do poor in the blocking? Our left tackle is definitely deteriorating. What's his stats looking like? They're going down pretty drastically. He's going to have not the best of stats if we're being honest here. What about defensively here? Todd leads the team in tackles again, right ahead of Shaq Thompson. Trevor Williams is in there as well. Tackles for loss, what do we have? 22 by Cam Jordan, 17 by Rankins. Tyler Davison with 15. What about sacks? 6 by our rookie, 5.5 by Rankins, 4 by Cam Jordan. Oh yeah, definitely not the best year. 2 picks by Thompson, 2 by Lattimore, and then some ones here. So that's going to be it for the stats. Definitely a disappointing year when I thought we had chances to make the playoffs. So we're going to be back here in free agency. Again, my negotiations are going to be, I'm going to offer David Njoku a contract, and then Trent Williams, because Terrence Armstead is really regressing for us quite rapidly. And he gave up a lot of sacks last year, so I'm going to try to address that by signing Trent Williams. We're heading into year 4, so I'm hopeful that if we can't get it done in year 4, he would be able to stick around till year 5. Well, let's go ahead and see if we get any of these players, and they both do accept it, so that's going to help us out a lot. And I'm pretty sure we have the #1 pick in this draft, so we're looking pretty good. Alright, so I didn't do a live draft here. I just did a draft recap because once we start getting into these later years, like heading into year 4, there's not a whole lot of positions I need. So out of this whole draft class, I only drafted one person that I'm really going to start. Gillette, our running back, is going to be a duo with Alvin Kamara. So he's not going to have the starting role there. This defensive tackle is going to start, though. He's going to have quick development. I like him. He's going to have great strength. He's going to be a nice run stopper to go along with or other defensive tackle that is more of a pass rusher. So I'm going to like that duo there. And yeah, that's going to be it for the draft. So it's going to be the start of year 4 here, and our team's pretty good. Polk has upgraded well, lost that scheme fit ability. I did change our scheme to run and shoot because it did help us a little bit more with a few scheme fits. Christian Meredith is still going to be our #2 receiver. Michael Thomas our first. Alvin Kamara is obviously going to be our running back. Offensive line, Trent Williams is going to be the left tackle. Roberts is going to stay at guard, and then I'm actually going to move Armstead into the center position. Walford will stay at right guard, and then Ramczyk on a nice contract extension is going to stay at right tackle. David Njoku is also going to be the starting tight end. Defensively, Hodges, our first-round draft pick, is going to start alongside Sheldon Rankins, who is more of a pass-rushing defensive tackle. Rich, who led the teams in sacks as a rookie, is going to be starting again at the right end position. Cameron Jordan is regressing a little bit, but he's still going to be an elite player. Cornerbacks are nice with Trevor Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, and Ken Crawley. I expect that to stay the same through the whole rebuild. And then Von Bell and Marcus Williams are upgrading well, and I really like our linebacking core. Bessler, Todd, and Thompson are upgrading well, and they're going to turn into be a speedy linebacking core. So our season goal, I'm going to have to go with the playoffs again. I feel like we should be able to make the playoffs, even though the NFC is usually a tough dogfight. Well, we're going to come in here at mid-season with a 3-4 record. Definitely not good. Let's go ahead and check out our contract extensions we're going to need to pull off here. Definitely want to bring back Terran Armstead. Marcus Davenport, I'm probably going to let go of. Maybe, he's not asking for much, so I might try to keep him just for a little bit of depth there. And really, that's going to be it. Not a whole lot of people to re-sign here at this mid-season point. But let's go ahead and sim to the end of year 4. Alright, so we did make the playoff this year. We're going to be playing Atlanta. We finished second in the division, tied with Atlanta. And of course, the one year we make the playoffs, we're going to have to go to the Benz to play them. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's go ahead and upgrade, though, before we get into that game. See if we can't get Polk a scheme fit. It just doesn't want to seem to go up. We're not able to get scheme fit, but he's upgrading pretty decent and should have good ratings. And he's going to have very nice ratings. Cam Meredith finally gets an upgrade after a very long while. I don't know if he's had an upgrade the whole rebuild. He's going to upgrade, and Njoku's going to have 2 points. And I love me some vertical threat tight ends that can also catch it in traffic like he can. He's going to be up to that 90 overall with the confidence increase there. Offensive line has a few upgrades. So yeah, I really like our offensive line. If we aren't able to do anything this year, I really do hope Trent Williams does stay around for another year, because that would give us a great advantage there at the left tackle position. Let's go ahead and check out the defense, though. Trevor Williams is going to have an upgrade here. Let's see if we can't get his zone coverage up a little bit. Cam Jordan's going to have an upgrade. He's going to get back up into the 90 overall range. And then our rookie defensive tackle Hodges is going to have 2 upgrade points. And that's going to be a nice increase to his overall. Should make him a very good monster. Let's go ahead and upgrade his speed rushing a little bit. See if we can get his scheme fit up. And he's going to get a great upgrade there. Tied with Sheldon Rankins at 85 overall. And then Rich, our second-year pass rusher, having 2 upgrade points. This should get his finesse moves up there really good. He's going to have 86 finesse move, which is no joke there. Let's go ahead and upgrade his man-to-man ability for Marshawn Lattimore. And he is a 99 overall. Von Bell coming in with 2 upgrade points. See if we can get him to be a scheme fit for us. He's been upgrading quite well the whole rebuild, to be honest. And then I think all of our linebackers have an upgrade, which would be big. Yeah, Shaq Thompson's going to come in with an upgrade. Make him an even better run stopper, getting up to that 84 overall range. Todd's going to have another upgrade point. Try to get his field general upgraded a little bit there. And then Bessler, our right outside linebacker, is going to have another upgrade. And we're going to get that pass coverage stat up a little bit for him. And he's going to be a 78 overall. Let's go ahead and check out our stats for the year, though. And see how we finished. Definitely an improved from Preston Polk his second year. 4,000 yards, 39 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, a 67% completion rating, 106 passer rating. Alvin Kamara with 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Gillette was a nice little duo there, bringing in 315 yards, 4 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Michael Thomas, 85 receptions, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Cam Meredith had 76 receptions, 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. And Njoku led the team in touchdowns. He had 75 receptions, 740, and 9 touchdowns. And then Crawford, our slot guy, had 7 touchdowns. Not a lot of yards, though. But he did his job. And the Kamara come in with 500 receiving yards, doing work out there. What about blocking? Yeah, we definitely cut down on the sacks. I would love to see that from the O-line. Frank Todd leading the team in tackles again with 104. Shaq Thompson with 100. Von Bell with 85. Tackles for loss here, we had 21 by Cam Jordan, 17 by the rookie Hodges, 11 by Sheldon Rankins. Interceptions, 9 by Jordan, 6 by Hodges, and then 5.5 by Rankins, and 5 by the second-year pass rusher Rich. So let's go ahead and get into this Atlanta playoff game. All right, let's go ahead and get into this playoff game. We're going to be taking on Atlanta. Let's see what happens here. And Atlanta scores. They're going to move the ball well down the field. It still looks like it's going to be trouble. We cannot run the ball, I don't think. On offense, we just do not run the ball, I do not think, and that's tough. As you can see, it looks like it's all passing plays from New Orleans, and we're going to lose that playoff game to Atlanta. That seems to be a glitch, and it's just devastating. It really is. You can't win like that. As you can see, rushing the ball, we do not have any rushes. You cannot rush the ball in sim. That's going to be another loss there, but that sucks. It really does. That's a hard loss there. But let's go ahead and get into free agency heading into year 5 here. So we're going to be back here in free agency. I'm going to actually try to spend all my money to get J.J. Watt. So we'll see if we can be able to land him. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see if we're going to be able to pull him in here. I'm really hoping we can. If we do, I'll move him to the right end position and see if he can do some work for us. And he rejects it, so that's going to be a tough rejection by him. So I'm probably not going to show the draft. I'm just going to do the draft recap. He's in year 5 here. We're not going to need a whole lot. So quick draft recap here. I did not get anybody that's going to start for me. Just a little depth. So yeah, heading into year 5, I'm hoping this team that we have is going to maybe get us to the playoffs. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to be here at the start of the 5th and final season. So we know what our season goal is. Let's go ahead and set that real quick. It's a Super Bowl or bust year for us. Offensively, we're looking pretty good. I did move Crawford to the number 2 receiver, and he's also my slot guy. I mean, we have a decent offensive line. Our tackles are very good. Njoku's a very vertical threat tight end. Receivers are good. Polk's upgraded well. We have a monster in Kamara. Defensively, we still have Cameron Jordan, 2 great defensive tackles. Rich, who's a great pass rusher. Great cornerbacks with Lattimore, Trevor Williams, and Ken Crawley. Good safeties, and then a good linebacking core. So I'm hoping we're going to make the playoffs. I really do think we should be able to make it this year. So I'm going to be very disappointed if we don't, but you never know how this Madden sim is going to try to cheat you out of winning. I mean, this year's Madden simulation has really just been quite shit, to be honest. As you can see, there's a bug where I cannot run the ball. I only pass when I do make the playoffs, so that's tough. But enough ranting here. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to simulate all the way to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys there and see if we're in the playoffs. So we're simulating the last week here. Let's go ahead and see what happens. I really am hoping we're going to be in the playoffs. Don't see any reason why we wouldn't be. We have a pretty good team here with the Saints, and we finished 9-7. We still make the playoffs. Don't get how this is a 9-7 team, but it was a fight in the NFC South. The Falcons took the division. Let's go ahead and check out our stats. And our quarterback here putting up some decent stats. 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 19 interceptions is not good. 65% completion rating. Kamara, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Michael Thomas, 89 receptions, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Crawford, our number 2 receiver, and our slot guy is going to have 80 receptions, 860, and 10 touchdowns. And Njoku is going to have 62 receptions, 719, and 6 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara doing work again. Cameron Meredith doing decent, but Kamara just putting up some yards from that running back position. Blocking, how do we do here? We did decent. Defensively, Todd is going to lead the team in tackles again, along with Muriel, our middle linebacker. I'm not sure how he gets a lot of these snaps. Trevor Williams with 85 tackles. Ken Crawley with 84. What about sacks here? We're going to have 13.5 from Cam Jordan. Finally a come-out year from him. Rich with 9. Hodges with 8. Sheldon Rankins with 4.5. Getting to the quarterback well. 2 interceptions by Crawley. Williams with 2. Von Bell with 2. Shaq Thompson with 2. And some one-bombs here. So defensively, we did quite well this year. But let's go ahead and get into our playoff game where we're going to be taking on Arizona. So we're going to be back in the playoffs in the NFC wildcard round, taking on Arizona. It's a tough glitch that we're running into here where we can't seem to run the ball. As you can see, it's all passing plays, and that's a tough way to get it done. Yeah, there's just not any run plays. That's very tough. We're just passing the ball. I mean, we're doing it well at least. Definitely not what you would like, though, to try to make it to the Super Bowl. And when you have Alvin Kamara, but we're leading here. And we're going to miss a field goal, but we're going to get the ball back. And Arizona's going to have a chance to score here. And they score a field goal. We end up scoring a touchdown to take the lead. And they're going to maybe get the ball back with a chance to score and tie it up. Big third down conversion. 7 seconds left. And we're going to win in a close wild card round. Just to show you the glitch again, I can guarantee you we did not run the ball. 63 attempts there. Yeah. Arizona is the only team rushing here. That's a huge problem. And I'm not sure how to fix that, but let's go ahead and get into the divisional round. So we're going to have to take on Philadelphia, and that's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be at Philly. That's going to be a rough one. So we're going to be playing Philadelphia in the divisional round now after taking out Arizona. Let's see what we're going to be able to get done. Philadelphia is by far going to be one of the hardest opponents to play. And it's already 10-0, and they have the ball back. 17-0. Not where you want to be. 24-0. And it's not looking great from here. 30-0. We're just getting beat up on. That's the game, bro. 37-0, 40-0. Nope. Do not want to play the moment here. Jump to the end of the game, bro. That's rough. We're just gonna get freaking steamrolled by Philly. 40-0. That's gonna be a rough loss. Can you guys let me know if there is a way to fix that glitch when you're simming a game where you don't rush the ball? Because we're not able to rush the ball, and that's greatly affecting the performances here. I'll show you once more. Rushing the ball, we just don't do it. Only Philadelphia is rushing, so that's going to be a tough loss there. That it's a glitch I've been running into, so I'd like to be able to fix it, but I'm just not sure how. But if you guys are enjoying, make sure you do hit that sub button. It will greatly help me out, and I will appreciate it. And please share this video, and I will greatly appreciate that too. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys next rebuild. Peace out.